Good morning everyone and welcome to the video. Today we have a big day of training, so the first thing we're going to do is fuel up for our first session. Our first session is a track speed workout, and for my breakfast I have some scrambled eggs, a banana, and then a bagel with peanut butter. I like to eat this in the morning before a lot of my runs because it just sits well with my stomach, and I've had a lot of success with this meal. Obviously we got our black coffee, so we're going to get this down, wait a little bit, and then head to the track to get our first session in. So it's been about an hour since we ate breakfast. I just mixed up some G1M Sport and electrolytes. Just wanted to get in some fast digesting carbs as well as electrolytes and sodium to get us through this workout. It's been hot recently here in Ohio and we have a speed session, so it's very important we get enough carbohydrates and electrolytes in before this session. Alright guys, we're at the track today. We're at my old high school, and even though we're in a 100-mile prep, I think it's still important to get in some speed work at least once a week, just helping with the leg turnover and working those different heart rate zones rather than just long, slow runs all the time. We will start with a mile warm-up, and then we'll go into 5 800-meter repeats at a 6:05 to 6:15 pace. We'll then get into 4 400-meter repeats at a 5:50 to 6-minute pace. And then we will finish off with 4 100-meter all-out sprints. So it's going to be a good session, and let's get started. Just finished up our 100 meters repeats, which ends the speed session. Great workout. I mean, we are drenched in sweat, and I had to push myself on some of those intervals, so really good. Time to get our mile cool down in, and we'll wrap up this first workout. Last 50 meters of the workout. Finishing up with this cool down mile. And done. All right guys, wrapping up our track workout. 6.27 miles at an 8:55 pace. 55-minute workout. I did 5 800 meters repeats, 4 400-meter repeats, and then 4 100-meter all-out sprints with 1:10 rest in between and a 3-minute rest period between the 800 repeats and the 400-meter repeats. So good workout. Really had to push it on some of those intervals, but it's good to get something hard done to start the day. And we're gonna head home now and refuel. Time for some protein pancakes, baby. So we just got back from the track after our speed session, and we are making our post-run meal, and it is one of my favorites when I'm in a prep. These are protein pancakes, or you can make them into waffles. They're one of my favorites because they are high in protein as well as carbohydrates, so they make for a perfect post-workout meal. So I'm going to show you how I make them. I combined these ingredients. I used a whole egg, and then a half cup of almond milk, just silk, unsweet almond milk. Half cup of that with Kodiak buttermilk pancake mix. The serving size is 63 grams. I usually use close to 80 grams of that. I did 1 scoop of BPN cinnamon roll protein powder. I did a whole banana, mushed it up. It actually helps if you use a slightly overripe banana and then just squish it up in the peel and then unpeel it and throw it in the bowl. And then I used a half a tablespoon or about 10 grams of raw honey, and then I sprinkled in some cinnamon, and this is how you want it to look. This consistency right here. Just perfect for pancakes. It tastes awesome. And I also added just a little bit of water to get it to the consistency I wanted. Just a little bit. You just kind of got to monitor it and get it to where it's perfect pancake mix. So we're going to go ahead and cook these and enjoy one of my favorite post-workout meals. Alright, the pancakes are done. The recipe I use makes about 4 pancakes, and they're pretty good size. So, got the pancakes topped with a little bit of Kerrygold butter and 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup, getting in those calories, getting in those carbs. And of course, we had to have a little bit of coffee to go with the pancakes. So those are awesome. Give this recipe a try. Again, one of my favorite post-run meals when I'm in a big prep. Alright guys, it's time for session number 2 today. It is a leg strength training day. So we are in the home gym today. My gym membership actually expires today, and the wife and I are getting ready to move to Columbus, so we're not renewing that membership obviously. So we have a little bit of equipment in the home gym, so we're going to make the most of what we got. But we're going to do 2 circuits for our workout today. The first one is going to be 135-pound squat, 12 reps, and then we're going to go straight into a single leg pistol squat on each leg. We're going to do 10 reps, and then we're going to go into a wall sit with calf raises, and we're going to do 20 reps there. So that'll be the first circuit. We'll go through it 4 times, no rest, then we'll get into circuit number 2. So let's get to it. Alright guys, we just finished up circuit number 1. We're doing a lot of higher reps, lower weight, no rest, because we're trying to build muscular endurance in our legs rather than 2, 3, 4 rep power if we were to do heavier weight. So as you can see, we were doing light weight, mostly no weight, just body weight, but we're doing no reps, lots of volume, trying to improve muscular endurance. So now we're going to go into circuit number 2. We're going to do step ups weighted on the bench. We're going to do 8 each leg, and then we're going to dive into kettlebell swings. We're going to do 10 total, and then we're going to do walking lunges, 10 on each leg. So let's jump into circuit number 2. Alright guys, just finished up circuit number 2. About a half-hour workout. Little rest. I am dripping in sweat. This just goes to show that You don't need a full gym. You don't need all the fancy equipment to get in a good workout. We just got in a quick 30-minute lift. Really tax the legs. Like I said, little rest, lots of volume. Good second session of the day. Time to go get a post-workout meal. Alright guys, we got our post-lift meal. It's one of my favorite bowls to make. It is a half a cup of basmati rice, about 190 grams of ground wild venison, as well as some spinach and shredded carrots, and then I topped it with a little bit of hot sauce. On these big training days, it's super important that we're getting in enough calories to refuel the body and get it ready for the next session. We have one more training session left today, and we're going to get this down, wait about hour, 2 hours, and hit that final session. It's always a good day when we get a Nike box. Got some new gear that came in today. Show you what we got. Hi, bud. What you doing? Ace is just having a chill day. So, show you what we got ordered in from Nike. Alright, let's open up this box here. We've got some good stuff in here. First things first, Nike Trail Lava Loop half tights. My favorite half tights in the game. Just ordered an extra pair to have them for the 100. So something to change into if my other ones get too wet, sweaty, whatever it might be. We got an extra pair of those. We've also got another pair of trail shoes for the 100. I ran Mohican 50 in Nike Zagama 2s. Loved them, so we ordered another pair of Nike Zagama 2s in a slightly different color pattern. These are awesome. Like I said, I loved them at Mohican. I had no problems with blisters or discomfort, so we got another pair of them. There's a decent amount of creek crossings in this next trail race, so it's important to have backup shoes so when they get wet, you don't have to be battling blisters all day. And the final thing we have is another pair of shoes, but they are a training shoe for everyday runs, and they are one of my favorite everyday run shoes. These are the Nike Invincible Run 3s. I've had a pair of these that I used throughout my marathon prep, and I use them on pretty much all my everyday runs. So we went back to these. I actually have a pair of New Balance Rebels that I was using for my everyday trainer, but they're causing a little bit of discomfort in my feet area, so we are going back to the old reliable, the Nike Invincible Run 3s. So that's what we got from Nike today. Now it's time to go hit a recovery run. So let's test out the not so new, but new Nike Invincible Run 3s. And I know they're going to be awesome. All right guys, heading out for session number 3 on the day. Just going to get a 20 to 30 minute run in. We'll get a couple miles done. So got the new Nike Invincible Run 3s. Had a pair of these before, but good to have them back in the rotation. And yes, I do have my flamingos on. Shout out Chicken Legs. Make some awesome shorts. So let's hit it. We're about 5 minutes into this run, and the whole purpose of this run is just to run on the legs when they're a little tired and a little heavy. So We did a track speed workout this morning, which was very difficult. And then we did a leg strength training day, about a 30-minute lift with very minimal rest. So the legs are taxed, but training them to run when they're tired and a little heavy is going to be key for this 100-mile effort. So only going to probably log about 3 miles, so nothing crazy, but body's tired and we're still getting some miles in, so good day. 2 miles into this run, 1 mile to go. Trying to control the heart rate the best I can, but it is hot out. A lot of moisture in the air. Got some rain coming in, so almost done. All right, just finished up our final session of the day. 3.03 miles at an 8:56 pace, 27 minutes, 3 seconds. And heart rate was 140 average, so pretty good. Solid training day. It's been a long one, and body's definitely feeling it a little bit after today's efforts, so gonna go in, relax, start recovery, and get some dinner here soon. When we got in from the run, it was time to make dinner. I made one of my all-time favorite meals, a nutrition bowl with grilled chicken, basmati rice, potatoes, green peppers, shredded carrots, spinach. I topped it with a little bit of pepper jack cheese and some hot sauce, and I also had 2 pieces of sourdough bread with Kerrygold butter on top, making sure we're getting in enough calories to support this big day of training. After dinner, we hopped in the hot tub to get in some heat therapy, putting the jets on some of the sore muscles and just allowing the hot water to help with inflammation and hopefully not make us as sore the next day. After the hot tub, we got into our nightly stretching routine, really focusing on keeping the hips loose as well as the glutes and hamstrings. This is going to wrap up our video, and I want to thank you for sticking around, and remember to do something hard each and every day and watch your life transform. We'll see you in episode 4.